Hello everyone, today I will talk about electric vehicle and charging infrastructure. This is an overview of the main issue. Electric vehicle. First, electric vehicle use electricity instead of petrol or diesel. Next, they are powered by rechargeable batteries and motors. Also, they produce less pollution and emission. Other than that, charging infrastructure. Now, charging infrastructure include at our home, workplace, and public chargers. Then, fast chargers support long-distance travel. However, lack of chargers cause range anxiety. Now, current development. Moving on, government provide incentive and rebates. And at the same time, public charging stations are expanding. Lastly, there is investment in new EV technology.
Now, I will explain the stakeholders analysis for electric vehicles and charging infrastructure. First, government agencies play an important role by developing EV policy and regulations. They also provide incentives such as subsidies and tax rebates, build charging infrastructure, and aim to reduce the pollutions. Next, we have transport operators are involved in using EV fleets. They need to invest charging facility and staff training. Although the initial cost is high, EV helps reduce fuel and maintenance costs in the long term. Moving on to the passenger or consumer, who are the daily user of the EV. Their main concerns include driving range, charging time, and easy access to the charging stations. Cost and convenience are very important factors for them. Another key stakeholder is environmental groups. They support EV adoption to reduce carbon emissions, promote renewable energy use, and encourage battery recycling. Last, community organizations represent local residents. They help advise on the suitable charger locations and promote fair access as well as job opportunity related to the EV development. In conclusion, cooperation among all these stakeholders is essential to ensure successful EV implementations.
Moving on to the impact assessment, I will briefly explain the impact of electric vehicles from economic, environmental, and social perspective. First, in terms of economic impact, electric vehicles have a high initial cost, including the cost of the vehicles and charging infrastructure. However, in the long run, electric vehicles are cheaper to operate due to lower fuel and maintenance costs. The electric vehicles industry also helps create job opportunities in manufacturing, engineering, and charging station installation. In addition, government incentives encourage adoption by reducing overall costs. Next, looking at the environmental impact, electric vehicles produce no exhaust emission, which helps improve air quality and public health, especially in urban areas. They also help reduce air pollution, and their environmental benefits are even greater when charged using renewable energy sources. Lastly, in terms of social impact, electric vehicles are quieter, which reduce noise pollution and make cities more comfortable. The presence of charging stations helps reduce range anxiety among users. However, access to charging infrastructure is still limited in rural areas, and there is a need for greater public awareness and education. In conclusion, although electric vehicles face some challenges, they offer significant economic, environmental, and social benefits, making them an important step towards sustainable transportation.
Next, I will talk about the challenges and opportunities of electric vehicle. First, let's look at the challenges. One of the main problems is the lack of charging infrastructure. In many rural areas, charging stations are still limited. This makes drivers worry about running out battery, especially during long journey. Another challenge is the high cost of charging infrastructure. Setting up charging stations requires expensive equipment, grid upgrades, and ongoing maintenance, which slow down expansion. Lastly, charging time is longer compared to refueling petrol. This can be inconvenient for users who need to travel long distance or have a busy daily schedule. However, electric vehicles also provide many opportunities. From an environmental perspective, electric vehicles help reduce carbon emission and improve air quality, supporting environmental sustainability. In addition, the electric vehicle industry creates new job opportunities and contributes to economic growth, especially in manufacturing and the charging industry. Lastly, continuous technological innovation is improving battery performance and charging speed. This advancement make electric vehicles more affordable and practical for future users. In conclusion, Although electric vehicles face challenges, their long-term benefits and opportunities make them an important solution for sustainable transportation.
Next, I will talk about proposed solution. The first one is charging infrastructure expansion. This means increasing the number of EV charging stations. Charging stations should be built in cities, rural areas, highways, and public places. This helps EV users feel less worried about running out of batteries and makes EV more convenient to use. Second one is financial support and investment. The government can give subsidies, tax incentives, and encourage public-private partnerships. This helps reduce the high cost of building charging infrastructure and attract private investors. The third one is charging technology improvement. This solution focuses on improving charging technology. Fast charging system and better batteries can reduce charging time and improve user experience. The fourth one is environmental sustainability. Renewable energy like solar power can be used for charging stations. This helps reduce carbon emission and protect the environment. The last one is skill development and innovation. Training programs and research support are important. They help create skills workers, new jobs, and support long-term growth in EV industry.
This chart shows the trend of new vehicle registrations over the years. The continuous increase in the number of vehicles indicates a growing demand for transportations. This growth highlights the importance of promoting electric vehicles and expanding charging infrastructure to support sustainable and efficient mobility.
Lastly, the conclusion. To conclude, electric vehicles are becoming more important as the world moves toward cleaner transportation. EV help reduce air pollution and save energy, making them better for the environment in the long run. Even though the use of EV is still limited due to a high price and charging issue, continuous improvement and support can help overcome these challenges. Overall, electric vehicles have strong potential to shape a more sustainable future, especially in Malaysia.
And that's the end of our presentations. Thank you.